Yeah, I think this is probably a good place to save, actually, just in case, because, like, still just around the corner is Ganon from here, yeah? Like, at least if it is just as straightforward as what the map looks like, but things are not always quite so easy, is it? But, I mean, I could even just try to use my arrow from here, and then, like, reload if I miss, but I don't know, let's just rush it. Let's just rush it. Uh-oh. Oh, they're everywhere. Wow. Okay. Well, I think the best one to destroy is probably this one here, but he does also seem to not care for some reason, so let's continue on the pathway just very carefully. To glory! We will defeat this Ganon, this blight that curses the nation, and find the true happiness of love. That's what it's always about, right? Although still, Zelda's just, I don't know what her thoughts are necessarily still in general. A lot of the stuff from the memories in this game are just, it's kind of all over the place, but I think that's kind of the whole point, right? Because, you know, Zelda shouldn't be a straightforward character when all of this horrible stuff is going on and she has to, like, get Link to come back to life because he's not good enough to live. Sounds awful saying it that way, but yeah, I think this is actually the area. So, if it is... Actually, no, if it is, I'll then just equip myself up that much better for the actual fight, but including actually just using the Master Sword, because it's just so shiny and fancy. Oh yeah, who doesn't want to have like basically a blue lightsaber in a way, but not quite, because, you know, if only. But in all honesty, if you're really thinking about lightsaber colors, I would probably still, I don't know, I'd almost want to go with the green, nice glowing green of just like radioactivity. Oh, here we go. Imagine just randomly stumbling in here by accident. That'd be awful. Oh, there's even a Triforce in the background.
Link.
I think I was actually a little bit more true about the saying heart by accident.
I'm sorry.
Ganon's heart really is here.
But my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
It's a super laser face going on here. Run from the shoop-de-whoop. Oh. Huh. Wow. We'll have to fight on the deepest depths of the highest peak, or whatever. It's looking like we're just gonna have to be fighting the Balrog or something. Oh boy. He's just an abomination. Calamity Ganon, Scourge of Hyrule Castle. Oh, and he has like Divine Beast. No, not Divine Beast. I always say the wrong word. It's just, it's parts of Guardians all over him.
The moment has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge.
Yes.
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Let's go, little guy. Now, open up wide, Ganon.
Oh man, this is actually really cool.
100 years in the making. Hold on, princess. Our moment has arrived.
Just have all the crazy blue lines of Kamehamehas. And then Goku's gonna come out of nowhere and save the day. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, I can see how this would be a lot more difficult without the help. Still, with all those guardian arms are probably already fallen off too. It's just so weak now. Get up! I'm not done with you yet. Then Link just comes in and does the classic Master Sword through the forehead kind of thing. Alright. I kind of want to, like, give myself a damage boost just to see if it does make a difference. Like, and how much of a difference it will do. But it's just such a waste because I have so many hearts from it. So let's just go super defensive instead. Because, oh, as always, it's super dynamic cooking time. Yeah, actually, I'm doing some pretty decent damage to him. Oh boy. Still, it's weird because he's just like some sort of mechanical, like, abomination. I did not expect this. But I guess it kind of makes sense. This is the reason why the Guardians existed, was just to, like, build up, oh, this weird version of Ganon. Oh, I should just use... Actually, yeah, I might as well use some ancient arrows on him. Wow, okay. So I guess when he's on the wall, you just kind of blast him once and it's not a... Oh no. Not a problem. Clearly not a problem. Oh, come on. Oh, I was just trying to use my, my ability to glide above, but oh well. Yeah, I think I have some pretty decent defense from this. Because even that one, was it just a Moblin that, like, took out most of my health with, like, one swing earlier? Because, like, even he was a bit more terrifying than this. Ow. Although I shouldn't taunt the monster, right? I probably shouldn't taunt the monster. Okay, well, if that's the case... it's probably time for a meat skewer or two. Even just my lowest quality meat skewer's more than good enough. Nom nom. Well, that's another arrow. But yeah, he does have a lot of health. I can say that for sure. But like, it's just so weird though. It's just like, how is it a good way that I should be fighting him? Because, like, I want to hit his back leg, but, like, as soon as I get anywhere near him, then he just does a different animation. There we go. Or he does that, actually. It's the whole Dark Souls AoE that always happens. Every single time. Still, it's incredible how much... like, how many hearts you can get just from one of those things. But yeah, I think it does also just help having the Master Sword. Like, I'd say basically the prerequisites to fighting this battle, basically to defeat all the Divine Beasts and then get the Master Sword, then you should be able to beat this. Easy enough, but... oh, he's gonna have another form, isn't he? What? Uh-oh. Do it again. Oh, I was really hoping to deflect that right at his face. Wait, really? Yes! Still, this doesn't seem so bad so far, but like, it's still kind of frightening. Whoa, okay. Maybe I should actually have my fire armor on, all things considered. Let's see. Because, like, 8, 12... Oh, it's a little bit less. Well... Does just having the pants help enough? Am I invincible now? Nope, I guess I'm not. I mean, this is probably still a bad idea to just be set to fireproof when doing this when I don't have very much. I mean, my defense is only up for 58 more seconds, so yeah, whatever. Let's take some chances here, because still, if it is the final boss, it's gotta be a good one. Because I'm fireproof. Oh no. Oh, okay. Let's try once more. Okay, I think that since there's a bit of travel time, I should have waited to press my A button. Ah! Come on. One more try. Okay, or am I not... Am I really messing up the deflection that bad? Or what? Oh, well. It's just too bad I don't have any more of the ancient arrows, because I kind of wasted a couple. Oh, well. It's the overall feeling. But, invincibility from fire. Yes! Okay, I think it sort of does still work. But still, this is such a weird fight. I did not expect it to kind of go this way. But, you know what? It's totally worth it that I did get a full fireproof armor. Because this is incredible. Let's see. I could go for a hasty meat skewer would be pretty cool. Yeah, let's use the full 5 minutes and then just like stuff my face full of just obscure things like raw meat maybe, or just apples. Oh no 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 no! In the middle of combat, must eat 1,000,000 apples. Oh, it's the best thing in the world. Still, being faster like this actually helps a lot, though. Come down here, Ganon. Just big old coward. That's all you are. Just a big old coward. Did that even do any damage to him? Okay, it does do slight amounts of damage. So I can keep wasting my arrows at him, why not? Ah! Because still, I think this is one of the most overpowered abilities, is just the need for speed. Oh man. Still, also he's partially like bee-like for some reason. It's kind of weird. Why is Ganon a bee mechanical suit? Mechanical bee suit. Of all things. So that's why it probably will make more sense in the sequel. Either way, it probably will. Like, why did this happen? I don't think even he wanted to turn out this way. I mean, I don't think. Okay, let's try it once more if he does actually do the old charge up move. Oh no. Ah. Still, I just don't get an opportunity to hit him. That's I think the worst part of this boss fight than anything else. Eat all the apples! Well, most of them. Well, still, because I think you are just supposed to actually deflect. There we go. Because then you just get free hits. Free hits! Free hits! Still, it's like the only time you can actually even, like, hit him at all, really. There we go. Because, like, I think that timing only works if you're just, like, a centimeter away from him. Whoa!
Protection is now ready to roll.
Boom! Yeah, unless he transforms once more. 'Cause that's the classic Ganon move, right? Now he's gonna transform into a human. Less robot. Oh, yes. He's finally at least becoming a bit de-gooed, though. Yeah, and I forgot that I was having to wear my full Bomberman suit there, but still, very good thing I upgraded to fireproof. So is it just all kind of dissipating now, or is it gonna like come back down and manifest into another body? I still feel like that was too easy. There's got to be something else. Oh, it's Bluerson! Oh, he survived through his magic and technology.
Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before.
Okay. Dark Beast Ganon, hatred and malice incarnate.
I entrust you with the bow of light.
What?
A powerful weapon in the face of evil. Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories. But courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten.
Well, I guess, like, either way, like, not all of his memories would be back ever, but I think that bit of dialogue there is just only a single use, because I'm pretty sure I have all my memories other than, like, the DLC ones, so, you know, but just makes it easier for them just having, like, you may or may not have all your memories. Well, technically speaking, either way. Bow of Light. Princess Zelda gave you this bow and arrow for the battle with Dark Beast Ganon. When wielded by the hero, it fires arrows of pure light strong enough to oppose the Calamity. Nice. Okay, is it an infinite number of... 100 damage? But also, what kind of arrows do I have? Oh, it's just light arrows, okay. But yeah, I don't know... Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
None of your attacks will get through as he now is. I will hold the malice back as much as I can, but my power is waning. Attack any glowing points that you see. May you be victorious.
Wait, so did you say to go and attack the glowy bits or non-glowy bits? But there's just too much of it. Okay,
I can't hold it much longer.
I don't... Like, where am I supposed to aim necessarily? It's also kind of strange that, like, Zelda isn't really seen ever. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I'm dead. Or, I mean, I probably should have been. But yeah, I think I might have said Bluerson, or did I say Mr. Swifty? I don't know, I only have 2 horses in this game as is, so... Oh, here we go, that's the glowy bit. See, now it makes more sense. Why didn't you say that before, Zelda? You have to be specific on your glowy bits. Like, what kind of glowy bits do you want here, you know? Are they gold glowy or are they purple glowy? Or are they his butthole glowy? Okay. Still, it's such a weird thing. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier too, is it just like, after 10,000 years, I guess, the hatred and malice incarnate turns into something like this shape instead of, like... I mean, he was... Like, if you really look at the, like, demise and the way things looked on that, you know, it's... It's just like a weird, like, thumb, almost, for, like, the giant beasts he had to fight in Skyward Sword. So, I don't know. It's probably better that it is this kind of thing instead, that he really is just like a big old dark beast. Much better. I just get stuck right behind him more than anything else. It's just like living with a cat. They always have to turn around and just show you their buttholes. It's their favorite thing to do. Oh, here we go. There's gotta be at least one more. Probably on the other side here. Oh no! Where's my horse? Also, while I'm here, I might as well swap to my more proper clothing. Just for the sake of it, you know? There we go. Oh, see, yeah, that's what I was thinking. The final one should be on his head, basically. Oh, boy. He's just so big. I don't know if I can really hit that from this angle. I mean... Oh, I guess it sort of opens up, doesn't it? I think that's kind of the idea. Come on! Oh, there he is. It's funny seeing a horse with, like, his hair just, like, blowing up with the wind like that. Oh, what? So I guess it's just an eye for the final bit. Oh, no. Still very lucky that I haven't been hit, like, directly yet. Come on, show me that big old Ganon eye for some reason. Golden Ganon eye. I'm just gonna keep firing until he opens it. It's gonna have to happen eventually. I don't, oh no! Oh, my horse! Oh, why? Oh, is he dead? Oh no, please no. I will win, but at what cost? Oh man, I hope my horse isn't dead. Oh, I guess that makes more sense. 'Cause she was a part of him the entire time. She's the real reason why Ganon got so strong and powerful. Absorption or something. And osmosis. She's the real Osmosis Jones. Or he is. Whatever. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, it's like a giant spirit bomb or something. I don't even know. Although at the same time, that's probably her like sealing him away to the dark realm, essentially. Or, well, I guess still not quite the dark realm until it becomes that, but this many years gone by, who knows if the sacred realm is still sacred or not. It is in the downfall timeline of this, but I mean, it's all timelines, isn't it? Anyway.
I've been keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle.
Oh, there was a lot of struggles.
I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
May I ask, can I have your autograph? That's what I thought it was going to turn into or something. But no, he only remembers the memories that came up, and they were a lot of whining and complaining and crying. That's the only way he remembers Zelda, unfortunately. Because he cannot speak in full sentences. But yeah, I guess that's probably the end of the game then. I mean, I was kind of expecting the final battle to be a bit more extreme, and maybe even have like the divine beasts used a bit more in some way, maybe. But still, that was a pretty good ending in terms of just like, you know, the fact that you can go to it at any point in the game, essentially. You know, so they kind of need to make it accessible in its own kind of way, but still, I thought it was pretty good. It would be impossible from like the start of the game if you just rushed to go to Ganon immediately, and also it'd be very confusing and really weird, I would think, but either way, it kind of is a little bit, because I did not expect him to be basically an amalgamation of like robotic parts and guardians mixed together, and then like, hey, this is Ganon, like, yeah, okay. I'll believe you. I'll take him down. Kill him very rightly. But that being said, still, it's very unfortunate. Like, at what cost? At what cost? I'm pretty sure my horse did die. Poor Mr. Swifty. But that being said, still, like, I did hear like one like bit of a spoiler before for Tears of the Kingdom that apparently you might be able to like transfer in your horses from Breath of the Wild in here, so that might actually be pretty incredible. If I can, especially if you can keep like the same horse armors and all that for the next game, because Mr. Swifty, he's pretty magical. He can materialize out of nowhere, and that'd be pretty cool to have that ability anyway in the next game. They probably have that and more, like times 10, because that's the thing is like, luckily enough, still, as I was saying, I haven't really had too much of the ways of spoilers other than just like, there's proper full dungeons, it's not just divine beasts now, and it basically makes Breath of the Wild look like a tech demo, which any good sequel, you know, essentially does that, really, if you think about it. Like, I mean, I don't know why the first thing that came to my mind is like Gears of War, because I mean, that's not really fair, because that was a lot more than a tech demo. Let's say Portal, but I mean, that's quite literally a tech demo. And then like Portal 2 is like a full fleshed out game, though better in every single way, basically. But still, I find the best kind of sequels are all the ones that just take the original concept, expand it, and then expand it again, and then expand it again, and just make it absurd and crazy and amazing. But still, all in all, I say that like Breath of the Wild is pretty high up there, I think, on my lists of favorite games. It's a lot of fun, but, you know, there's always going to be other Zelda games even that are ahead of it. Like, it's hard to compete, at least in my nostalgia-filled mind of just like, oh, well, I don't think it's ever really gonna be, like, better than Majora's Mask, because, like, I can beat Majora's Mask over, like, a weekend. To be able to beat Breath of the Wild and just, like, see what there is to see, to do a decent number of the quests, you're probably going to be spending a week, at least, probably, for, like, trying to get through it all, so... I don't know, in that kind of sense, I mean, I usually do prefer some of the games that are just more replayable, at least for my favorites, but still, Breath of the Wild, I think for a lot of people, and not just myself, it holds a very special place because, it is a game that just kind of really did shake up everything in terms of Zelda, just like what you even think Zelda could be and will be at this point. And like just for that reason alone, like I do enjoy the game, and I think that, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be incredible. Because like that was the thing, is originally I wanted to say this too, that when Tears of the Kingdom was announced and it was going to be a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, I wasn't exactly as excited as I should have necessarily been, because, I mean, I didn't even finish the game until right now. It's like, I felt like I needed more time to breathe on this whole world that they had created, because it is so expansive and it takes years to see it all, really. Like, even then, like, if you wanted to literally, like, scour every inch of Breath of the Wild for all the secrets and stuff, it would take you ages. But, like, that's the thing just in general, is, like, it's still a good thing and a bad thing, but, like, having the next game now and just kind of knowing what's ahead, at least, a little bit, it does make it that much more special, I think, to me, of just the way things are for this game. It was good. A good experience all in all, and I hope that Cass, he survived and made a musical hotel for himself. He's the only one that gets to stay there, but everyone else can just kind of see his performances each night or something. But, yeah. That's what I'm thinking either way, though, is that eventually I do really hope that they still make the classic kind of Zelda games, which, are just full-on, like, hey, this is just the standard old style. It's like, I don't know, Skyward Sword format, or even, like, still, I do really hope that they make more of the top-down 3D-ish kind of games, which is like a Link between worlds, because still, that's probably one of my favorite Zelda games as well, but I don't know, I think that maybe that's why as well, of just like, kind of my iffiness towards Tears of the Kingdom and why I've just kind of been lazy getting to all this is just, I just want some more differences in my games. But that being said, Breath of the Wild, that's the whole reason it exists too, is just to be different. So it's weird. I have conflicting arguments that basically, intertwine themselves, of just like, this is what I do like for it, this is what I don't like for it, and it's all just one. It's all just Breath of the Wild at this point, right? So, I don't know if there's really much else to really even say other than, I don't know, I'm looking forward to eventually going back and replaying this game and, just a few years down the road, just kind of having the nostalgia of that and going like, aha, this really was something special, because it honestly is. And, still, even as I was saying before, I might still come back to this at some point just to see if I can do the hero trials and see if I can actually get my fully upgraded Master Sword, which would be hilarious to fight the Calamity Ganon with that, because it would probably take like half the time that it even took me right there. And I don't know, it wasn't necessarily that difficult to begin with, but I don't think that's the whole point of it anyway, like they didn't really want the game to be so inaccessible. It's going to be difficult for the first bit of Breath of the Wild anyway when you first get into it, but once you've explored the world, you have that sense of accomplishment, and it's just like, yes, I have gotten some pretty strong weapons and technologies and can just win. But yeah, that was actually pretty short credits as well. Like, they made this game with only that number of people. That's impressive. Oh boy. Yeah, 2017. Finally beat it. Oh yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. There's got to be another cutscene here. Yeah, what is there to do now? After all that, they just walk along and find a house somewhere and just make out for the next 20 hours. My mouth is so dry, Zelda. Can we stop? No, I've been stuck for 100 years. I'm all pent up. And while the ghosts are just watching in the background as they're just like kissing and stuff. That's right. That's the real ending of Breath of the Wild. But yes, it's a beautiful brand new day. Until it won't be. Yeah, because it's the end? Question mark, apostrophe. Question mark. Because even then, they still show more. Oh, she switched into her regular clothes now.
We'll make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Varuta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation. Mipha's father. I believe he would like to hear more about her. The least we can do is visit him and offer him some closure. Although Ganon is gone for now, there is still so much more for us to do, and so many painful memories that we must bear. I believe in my heart that if all of us work together, we can restore Hyrule to its former glory.
I'm looking forward to it.
Perhaps even beyond, but it all must start with us. Let's be off.
One more adventure. Although those don't look like Mr. Swifty or Bluerson for those horses.
I can no longer hear the voice inside the sword. I suppose it would make sense if my power had dwindled over the past 100 years. I'm surprised to admit it, but I can accept that.
It is interesting that they kind of tie it all together with, like, Skyward Sword as well, because, like, I don't think they really mention about the voice of the sword very often, but, oh, there's, like, so many of the Silent Princess flowers everywhere. It's like reborn, the Hyrule reborn, rejuvenated. All the flora and fauna come back. Because Ganon's gone. And that's how it ends. Like, I actually kind of was expecting them to have a final cutscene of them actually going to, like, Mipha's father and be like, "Hi, your daughter's dead." So, I mean, she saved the world as a ghost for some reason, but your daughter's dead. It's just like, oh boy. But, yeah, I do like that they had another cutscene after that and just kind of showed the world a little bit more friendly and happy after all that. Because, I mean, honestly, I think the best way is if I really wish they would have made it for Breath of the Wild that you could play after you beat Ganon and that you could still do the rest of the quests and, like, get your hero's cycle and, you know, driving off of a gorge and go between the, like, the bifurcated, like, mountain there and just jump between it or something. I don't even know. It's like the Twin Peaks, you know? But, yeah, that's the only thing that I could say could have been better with Breath of the Wild, just, you know, as the way this game was. But I gotta say, I am officially really looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm gonna hopefully be doing quite a bit of that on my channel as well, so stay tuned for that and all the other ridiculous things that hopefully are coming your way, because oh boy, it's time to show YouTube what what's really going on. Anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like, comment, all that good stuff. Click the bell to make me feel that much more happy and good feeling. And yeah. Anyway, goodbye for now.